In this video, we are going to see the types of computer memory. First, we can see what is a computer memory. Memory refers to the location in which the program's instructions and data are stored so that they can be processed later. The CPU, but it is not equipped with the necessary memory to permanently store the programs or the extensive amount of data. It has a memory only to include the most fundamental instructions for the necessary for the computer to function. Because of this, having a good memory is essential. Now we see the types of the computer memory. First is the internal memory and next is the external memory. Internal memory has a random access memory and a read-only memory. And cache memory, which is the extension of this internal memory. And coming to the external memory, it has a hard disk drive, solid state drive, etc. We can see in the detailed manner about the internal and external memory. First is the internal memory. This is required for the operation of the computer. That is, this memory is used by the system to store the data that is used the most often. We can also call this internal memory as primary memory or main memory. The internal memories except ROM, that is a read-only memory, are volatile. Volatile means that they do not store the data permanently. Everything inside the internal memory will be deleted when the system turns off. This internal memory is classified into two types, that is RAM and ROM. RAM is the random access memory and ROM is the read-only memory. These two are further subdivided into that is RAM is subdivided into SRAM and DRAM, and ROM is divided into four categories. These RAM classification and ROM classification we are going to see them as a separate video. Now we are seeing just an introduction about the internal memory. Coming to the cache memory, this is an extension of computer's main memory, we can say. That is the main memory has ROM and RAM, and this cache is an extension of this computer's main memory, because it's we can say that its purpose is to store the portions of data and programs that are more frequently accessed by the CPU. That is, the components of data and programs that are frequently used are moved from the RAM or the secondary memory to the cache memory by the operating system, so that the CPU is then be able to access these data or frequently used data from the cache memory. This is also referred to as the CPU memory, and it's a type of memory that the central processing unit can access more quickly than a standard RAM. That is, CPU can access the data from the cache memory more quickly than it access from the RAM, we can say. So this is the purpose of this cache memory. So this is an extension of the computer's main memory. Then we move on to the external memory. This external memory is also known as the secondary memory or auxiliary memory, and it's significantly larger in size than the main memory, but its access speed, that is it's very low. Then it stores programs, instructions, and data files for the operating system. A processor does not have direct access to the secondary memory and cannot use that data. After the data and information contained in the secondary memory is moved to the main memory, then the CPU will access the information it contains. That is, the processor does not have direct access to the secondary memory. After its content is moved to the main memory, the CPU will be able to access it. Then the types of secondary storage devices are, and commonly used devices are a hard disk drive, solid state drive, USB, and magnetic tape, magnetic disk, and optical disk, etc. These devices allow you to write and read anywhere inside its memory. Subscribe to my channel if you feel contented.